I'm sorry. We need to make the commitment to the people because that's why we're here.
St. Johns County commissioners are finalizing how the county will pay its bills for the next fiscal year.
Last week, commissioners tentatively set the property tax millage rate at 4.465 mils, slightly lower than the current rate of 4.6537. Commissioner Christian Whitehurst argued against rolling back the rate.
We don't have a local option sales tax. All we have is our property taxes, and I would just ask for consideration to set the maximum tonight at what it currently is. Don't raise it a single mil. For her part, Commissioner Sarah Arnold also voted against a rollback.
I'm going to agree here that we probably need to keep our options open until we have to make the final decisions. It's always good to do more research, as you said, talk to more department heads, so I'm not going to be in favor of a reduction today.
Commissioner Krista Joseph said commissioners have struck the right balance.
I know that we can be more efficient, and I know that President Trump asked for DOGE, Governor DeSantis asked for DOGE. We have to follow suit, and it's really important to our county that we show that we're doing what the people want. And look, I was knocking on doors. There's not a lot of people who can even afford the extra $100. It's a tough time for everyone right now with the utilities going up, with our garbage fee going up, with the water fees going up, and frankly, cable's going up. So I'm sorry. I just think we should be committed to our constituents, and I think this is a great happy medium.
By leaving their options open, the tax rate could still change as commissioners discuss the proposed $1.3 billion budget before the start of the next fiscal year on October 1st. I'm Daryl Moody, reporting.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine, conveniently located off I-95 at exit 311. It's time to think about elder fraud and how to protect yourself and loved ones.
You're being asked to join St. Johns County Sheriff Hardwick Financial Crimes Detective Robert Foltz and guest experts for an important discussion about the latest scams targeting seniors. The informational event is happening today from 1 to 3 p.m. at 101 Library Boulevard in Ponte Vedra Beach. You're encouraged to come with questions about this important topic. An RSVP is required. You need to call 904-827-6950. Refreshments will also be served. In other news, Marineland Dolphin Adventure is on the market after its owner, the Dolphin Company, is filed for bankruptcy. Marineland, a 6-acre facility, will be sold to the highest bidder. Depending on the highest bidder, it could be redeveloped into residential or hospitality or retail space. It could also remain a dolphin park if the right buyer comes along and wants it to remain a local attraction. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
The rescission package was really to go back and recover a lot of the dollars that were being spent on the Biden-era Green New Deal and DEI. So we clawed a lot of that money back.
Congressman John Rutherford explains to Liz Ryan why he supports President Trump's Rescission Act.
House and Senate Republicans brought the One Big Beautiful Bill Act over the finish line. It includes massive tax cuts and social program reductions. After it passed, the president took it a step further with the Rescissions Act. That slashed funding by about another $9 billion, much of it in foreign aid and public broadcasting funding. Rutherford feels it was time.
I think PBS and NPR and some of those had gotten off of their bipartisan agenda, kind of like what happened with the USAID programs in Africa, where we had money that we were allocating for medical assistance, and then we find out they're doing gender transition care and things that were not supposed to be part of the program. If they are not promoting America's interests, we ought not be funding it.
About $1 billion was cut from the budget for the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, which includes NPR and PBS. Rutherford feels they were pushing a one-sided political narrative.
It's not balanced, it's partisan, and I understand that they've been told that they needed to balance their programming, and they kind of doubled down from what I hear, and that's why they lost it. I think they only have themselves to blame.
What was spared, though, in the Rescissions Act was funding for a global AIDS prevention program. There was talk about cutting it, but that was seen as widely unpopular. And funding was restored before the act was signed. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's Local Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.